Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. As always, I'm Duel, and I've been wanting to make this video for a while, just kind of give you some basic tips and tricks that I know. Really try to help you out, become better players, and if you're a German main, I don't think I can give you any advice to help you, but hey, we'll get there eventually. So first thing is map awareness, and in the settings, what you can do is you can go to options, and go to just basic options, type in the search bar up top there, type in map. And once you have that, there should be a slider. You have to click on the slider to make it bigger or smaller, and you can mess around with it however you like. I prefer to have it as large as possible because I want to be able to see as much of the map as I can while also still doing whatever I'm doing in the game. The second one is for squad marking. So you're going to go into controls, go into common, type in SQU, and it should pop up before that. You can set it to whatever you like. I have mine personally set to WASD, so I don't have to move my controls, like move my hand around too much for it. But that way, when you're in a squad with your friends, you can mark on the map, which will allow them, not necessarily the rest of the team, but the rest of your squad to see, hey, there's somebody over in this area, be alert. So that's a pretty helpful tip. I really don't think that one gets talked about enough, and I don't think it's shown enough. So, and then the third tip is for just being able to mark on the map so the rest of your team can see it, right? So what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to hit M. Once you hit that, then you're going to use your mouse to kind of click wherever you want on the map. Let's say like I'm clicking on the objective, and then let the allies know, hey, something's over in this area, be alert. Something else to consider too is when you're getting spawn trapped, and where basically you just can't move out of your spawn, try not to move too much, because what that's going to allow you to do is basically give you a full minute of spawn protection, like this right here, and you can't die. So what you can do is, as long as you don't move, you can tune your turret and actually still be able to engage, but it'll still give you spawn protection. That'll give you a little bit of help. Keep in mind also too, when you're doing that, is once you fire, like I think it's 1 or 2 rounds, you're gonna the spawn protection is gonna go away. So that's a caveat to that, but it does give you at least a minute to try to line up your shot and give you some time to at least take one of them out. Another thing as well is to remove the grass from your tank sites. It's pretty simple. You just go into options, go to ground vehicle battles, and then just have that turned off. It makes a world of difference and puts you at a massive advantage. Next is the setting up your rangefinder. Rangefinder is super helpful, especially when being newer and not knowing the maps, not knowing the ranges of the maps. So going in here, going into controls, going into ground vehicles. I just normally, you can also just type it at the top, and then rangefinder. And if you don't have like a laser rangefinder, what it'll do is it'll give your gunner, he'll kind of do like a rough estimate. And the more you increase that in your crew slot down here, the better he'll be at it. So this one necessarily doesn't matter because I have a laser rangefinder on this. But if not, max this skill out right here and he'll be precise. Having everything unlocked all the way to rank 3 is a good bet, because one, you'll have decent anti-air, you'll have some tank destroyers, you have some decent tanks in most tech trees. And after that, if you don't want to do that after that, at least you have some SBAs to help out the team. Like, a good example is in the American tech tree, after rank 3, you don't get another one until rank 5. So there's a big gap there. So some tech trees, especially like Israel, has that issue as well, and I'm pretty sure France does. Yeah, big gap there too. So just having something to be able to help cover your team, and it's a pretty cheap spawn as well. That's pretty simple, but it just kind of gets overlooked. When you're behind cover and you want to kind of, while you're either repairing or you just kind of want to see what happens, hitting B, use your binoculars to kind of look over the terrain or look out at distance, because some vehicles, particularly early American vehicles, don't have the best optics. Hitting B, going into your binoculars, gives you a little bit more of a zoom. You can see the field a lot better. And you can also, while doing that, if you left click where you're looking, that'll move the turret to wherever you're looking at, and then you can just hit shift and go into gunner sight and fire. And one of the most important, especially for newer players, is don't carry a bunch of ammo. The most I carry into a match is 25 rounds. When it comes to anti-air, don't fire from like when they're playing super far away. Wait until they get in close, they're over the battlefield, over the objectives, and either they're starting their dive or they're coming out of their dive. Generally, I wait until they're kind of coming out of their dive, because that's when they're going to start slowing down, and that's when I'm going to be able to catch them. So that's really the best way. Don't shoot from 15 miles away. That they're only just going to happen is they're going to find you faster and they're going to target you first. That's just some tips and tricks that I know. I hope this video helps you guys out. If you have any more, make sure you leave them in the comments below. I appreciate it, and make sure you catch my live streams Monday, Thursday, and Friday. And I hope this helps, and I'll see you guys next time. Later. Turn, baby, turn. Oh my God. How am I? Oh, sweet baby Jesus. That is an unholy amount of fire.